at that time covering it. No, it's not fair. Why Shem gets such a great mitzvah of Sisit and Biryon? Because Vaikach Shem Yafeh. Doesn't say Vaichu. Shem was one the active. Therefore, the active got the Sisit to be active, become Eved of Hashem. The other one was just passive. Didn't do anything. That's what Hashem is doing. He's doing it. What is the reward? Passive. He dies, they cover him. Noach got up from his wine, and he understood what he did to him, the son, and he says, curse Canaan. He couldn't curse Shem Yafcham himself. Why? Because Cham was Baruch. He cursed Canaan, Eved Avadim Yelachav. He should be Eved for his brother. Remember, Baruch Hashem should bless Hashem with Hashem, the God of Shem, by Canaan, and Canaan should be Eved Amo. Hashem should extend Leyefed, Vaishkon, and should live Be'ahole in the tent of Shem, by Canaan, Eved Amo. Canaan should be separate for them. Noach after Mabul, Shilosh Meochana, it's 350 years, and Kol Yemei Noach of the years of Noach, 950 years, and he died. These are the Toldot, the children of Noach, Shem, Cham, Yafet, and they gave birth to the children after Mabul, Bnei Yefet, Gomer, Magor, Mada, Yavan, Tuval, Meshav, Tiras. Tiras is Paras. Parsim and Bnei Yefet. That's why we care so much for beauty. Monument beauty, garment beauty, beauty, paradise beauty. That's Tiras is Paras. Therefore, Paras is from the Yefet. Yafet means beauty. They brought beauty to the Lord. Bnei Gomer, Ashkenaz, Zifat, Torgama, Bnei Yavan, Elisha, Shish, Ketim, Danim. Be from them scattered all of the nations that are each person according to his language, the Mishpachotam, the families, Begoyim, to the nations, Bnei Cham, Kush, Mitzrayim, put Canaan, Bnei Kush, Seba, Chavila, Savta, Rama, Savta, Bnei Rama, Sheva, Bedan. Kush gave birth to Nimrod, who started to be Gibor Ares, who was a Gibor Side, he was a Gibor 100 in front of Hashem. Therefore, it was said, Nimrod Gibor Side, that's like a mighty of hunter in front of Hashem. He would use to hunt people with his mouth. He had a kubach of speech. At the beginning of the Maruchdo Babel, Erech Kahad Kane, and Eretz from this land, Ashur came out. Ashur saw that his children are going after Nimrod. They are believing in him as a god. He didn't want. He believed in Hashem. He moved from there. He removed his children. That's why on Kippur, Rosh Kippur, on Mincha, we learn about Nineveh. Why? Because what the greatest lesson is, what Ashur did 2,000 years ago affected the children to Teshuvah. Where does Teshuvah came from? From what the father did 2,000 years ago. He didn't want the children to be exposed to Nimrod. He moved from there. Moving wasn't easy. He moved. Why? Because he didn't want the children to be there. They became the epitome of Teshuvah, that the Hal Israel, they're going to read about Nineveh and the Melech of Nineveh and the city of Nineveh on the Mincha of Yom Kippur. Becomes part of our Nevim. Ketubim. We address them with Nineveh, when Kalach, Mitzrayim gave birth to Redim and Amim and Abim, with Abtrim, with Patrusim, Yasuchim, the Ashiyat to Misham Plishtim. Now listen to Plishtim. You want to know what's Plishtim? Listen to the pastor. Pastor says, Pastor Yudalet, they are the children of Cham. They are Cham. No, the Mitzrayim yaradet Rudim, with Ramim Ramim, with Varasodim, with Yasim, Ashiyat to Misham. No, with Patrusim. Mitzrayim gave birth to Ludim, Anamim, Lahavim, Nafatim, with Patrusim, with Yasruchim. Ashiyat to Misham, that they came from them, Plishtim, with Kaftorim. What do you mean came from them? Patrusim, Kasruchim. In other words, Patrusim, Kasruchim, Yatsu Misham. Mishenem Yatsu, Rashi says. Show you. What do you mean? A nation comes from two nations. How does it come? Patrusim, Kasruchim, Machlechim, Mishkam, Neshotem. They would exchange the bed of their wives with each other, these two tribes. They are treated together. They would exchange the wives, adultery. From all of this adultery, what came about? Plishtim came about. Therefore, Plishtim is the... What?
Which tribe was this?
Patrusim ve Kasruchim. Pasuk Yudale. Patrusim ve Kasruchim. Pasuk Yudale. Perek 9. Pasuk Yudale. And that says, Misham, from them. Rashi said, what do you mean from them? From there. What's there? These two tribes. What do you mean the two tribes came? They exchanged their wives, and these children, Plishtim, Kaftorim, came from them. His firstborn, with Chet, with Ibusi, with Haimori, with Ayashit. All of these are children of Canaan. With Akvi, with Haraki, with Ibusni, with Arvadi, with Achsemari, with Hamim, with Achanasuk, by Gebul Canani, and with the border of the Canaan, Mistidon, till Girara, Adasa, Circum Sodom, Amora, Adma, Adasha, These are the children of Ham. Mishpatam return to the families to their lands, Begoyim, their nations. Ulshem Yulad. Ulshem was born Yamhu, father of Bene Ever, all of the other side. Achi Yefet Hagadol, the brother of Yefet Hagadol. Bene Shem, there's Elam, Ashur, Arpachshad, Belum, Varum, Bene Aram, Utz, Bechul, Arpachshad Yolad Shala, Shala Yolad Ever, Ul Ever Yolad two children. Name of plague. At the time divided the land. Yachad. Yachad has a lot of children. All of the Yachad means Khatan. Since he made himself, since he makes himself small, he was zoche to have 12 children. Yolad et almudad, shalaf, et armavet, yarach, hadodam, vazavada, bet oba, bet amma, bet sheba, bet ofi, bet avila, bet oba. Means all bnei Khatan. Khatan. Wants to make yourself humble, Hashem gives you bracha. They will in Mimesha, till Sephara Adharadim. These are Beneshtem, which are families to your language, these are the families that are men of to their offspring, from them, spread it out, all of the nations, and then after Mabul. No, all of the lands was Safa Achad. One language, Duvarim Achadim, and one point. And they moved from the Kedem to Becha, and they found the valley, Bereshina, Bereshusha, Yomru, and they told each to his friend, come and make the bricks for each other, when it's Sefa, and burn it, and should be Levena, and the bricks should be like stone for us, and the bitumen, would be like a mortar. Yomru, Havad, come, Nivlenon should be Ir. Everybody understand Taber, it's not the Taber, Ir. We're going to make it Ir and Migdal and the Taber, and the head should get to Shamayim. And we should make its name for ourselves. Pen Nafus al Penikulares. Lest we're going to be dispersed on all of the face of the land. That is Dor Haflaga. Now, what is Dor Haflaga? Torah says Safa Echad. We have, by Matan Torah says Lashon Echad. All of the Qarisot are Lashon Echad. Lashon means tongue. Safa means lips. Now, what's the difference between Lashon Echad and Safa Echad? Lashon is inner. Internally, they are together. That's unity. Safa Echad means outside. They are together because of outside. Why? Because they say that they have the same enemy. They want to fight with this enemy. They become partners, united together. This unity doesn't last. This unity is not good. The unity has to come about. Now, the Zohar HaKadosh says, these people, they wanted to make Beit HaMikdash. What's the purpose of Beit HaMikdash? Unity. To make unity together. They made it. But the unity was not Lashon, was Safa. Means another purpose, another goal, put everybody together. See, when Kahalisai, they come together, everybody internally, we are Eved of Hashem. We want to accept the Malchut of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, all become one, nullified to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Therefore, we have relationship together as the Avodim connects us together. But the Goyim, this here, Safa Echad, they wanted to create in unity, but unity was internally. Internally, everybody has his own desire. He wants his own ambition, he wants his ambition. But we can't do it, therefore it puts it together. That togetherness is not togetherness. Now, what do they want to do? They said, Love Kol Kemina. Rashi says. You know Rashi? Rashi says, what's the point over here? Safa Echad, Lashon HaKodesh. Okay, there was only one language of HaKodesh. Devarim Achadim. Pa'u be'etzah achat v'amru. They came to one advice. Lo kol emenu shavru elyonim. Na'ale ravia v'na'aseh imu milchama. In other words, everybody learns Dor Haflaga. They don't understand what they're talking about. But Rashi says, Chazal tell us. They said, Lo kol emenu. It's not proper. What's not proper? Hashem made Elyonim for himself, the spirituality for himself, and gave us to be busy with Gashmiut, with materialistic life. We don't want it. We don't want. Why should we be involved in materialistic life? Therefore, they said that they're going to make a city and Migdal. What's a Migdal? We want heavens. We want spirituality. We want closeness to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Nivlenon il Migdal. And we want to make it Shem. What does Shem mean? Essence. We want to have an essence together. Pen nafos al penoretz. Maybe it would be spirit of al penekuloretz. We don't want the life, the legacy of life would be scattered on land and build up all of the mansions and all of the business and everything. We want to have Shaykhut with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We want to go to heavens. We want the tower with Hashem. We want to live like a malach. Hashem saw, Vayar Hashem, Eyed Hashem, Hashem came down, Lirot Hayim, to see the city and the meat of the tower, that the Banu Bnei Adam, they made Bnei Adam. V'Yomer Hashem, Hein Am Echad, V'Safa Echad. They are one nation, one Safa, one language, Lekulam, V'Hechilam La'asot, and that began to do. V'Ata Lo Yibatzer Mehem. I'm not going to withhold from them, whatever that they want to do. Hava Nerda, let's go down, V'Nav Rasham Mishru Safatam. And confuse their language. Ashilo Ishbo, that the person should not hear a person language of his friend. Hashem scattered them and they stopped making the city, therefore called the name Babel, Kisham Balad, because over there confused Hashem, the language al Hares, Misham, and from there scattered them Hashem on face of all of the land. Now what happened here? In other words, it's very interesting. Torah Aflaga, they wanted to make the Tamyodash. What was good about them? Unity. What did Hashem do? He took away unity from them. A child in a school, a lot of things are wrong. One thing is good. What do? You take away that good thing that he has. That's not fair. If they are together, they have unity together, why do you take away unity from them? Scatter them. Now the point is like this, 12. They wanted to make Bet HaMikdash. They said that we have unity together. What did Hashem do? Hashem changed the language. And one didn't understand the other one. Now, what happens when they change the language, the one doesn't understand the other one? No. If you care for the other one, you try to understand what's the plan of the other one, to put it together. If you just care for yourself, you're not ready to understand other people. Say you have a meeting. Somebody is caring only for himself. And he has the intuition to get to some place. Whatever people tell him, he doesn't understand. It doesn't go to him. But somebody cares for other people. He thinks collectively. He tries to understand other people. In other words, different language not making to understand them is a test for you. To understand you are selfish and self-centered, or really you are in a unity. If you are selfish and self-centered, you become frustrated. You can't handle it and you go. But if you are a man that wants to be devoted, man that cares for other people. Okay, what's your pain? What are you talking about? Let's understand what is point. Maybe he's saying a point. Maybe he's saying something. Therefore, through that, HaKadosh Baruch Hu proved to them. Now, what happened? He didn't understand him. He threw stone at him. They killed each other. Hashem says, see, what you are trying to accomplish, unity, but Hamidash, you're not ready for that. Your unity is being just selfish and self-centered. You want to put together yourself as a goal that you have, like Arabs. They get together as long as the Israel is enemy. But if Israel leaves them, they want to kill each other, they will destroy each other. That is not unity. Cholent is not unity, even though that we have beans and everything together. Unity means harmonious. Unity means all we are nullified to a purpose to go. And we want to live under the flag. Then becomes unity. Unity has to be inner part. In other words, a lot of time, wife says, my husband doesn't care for me. And you understand why? I do a lot of things for you. What is she saying is, unity is internally. Without, she says, I have pain, you understand she has pain. Without pointing out what is bothering, because you're good at that. You could do that if you focus. If your inner part cares, then internally being together. Unity is internally to be together. Like Chaisai Lashon Echad. Safai Echad is not unity. Therefore, HaKadosh Baruch Hu just proved to them. No, what was wrong with them? They said, we want spirituality, we want a year, and Taber to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Because do you know what's wrong? What's wrong? You don't make homework for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hashem makes homework for you. This is the greatest test of humanity. Hashem wants us to live in a physical world through physicality to worship HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hashem doesn't want us to be like a malach. Those Murtazai Hindi, that they just suffer themselves. They just take away from their lamaseh. This is Avera in Torah. Nazir says wine is asur for me. Torah says he has to bring Korban Chatat. Because why did you make it asur for yourself? The view of Torah is we have to have materialistic life. Through materialistic life to be Obed Hashem, to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu. They got it wrong. They just wanted what they want themselves. You don't make homework for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You make homework, Hashem makes homework for you, and you have to do. Therefore, they felt this Kashmir and materialistic is not good. We want tower, goes to Shamayim, heavens. Like a lot of organizations, they talk about secretive things. They talk about heavens and everybody enjoys. Why? Because it doesn't talk to you. It doesn't give you homework. No, yes, saying good morning every day, being disciplined, not to get angry, not to show anger, to have discipline of derech eretz every day. This is our job. Our job is not to be in heavens and to know Kabbalah and to know these things, but it's out of humanity. That's why they don't teach Kabbalah to a person unless it's completely mensch. If it's not, they don't. Why? Because it doesn't help a person knowing these things. The purpose is not knowing these things. The purpose is acting them. Therefore, that was the nisayon of this generation. Serug lived 30 days and he gave birth to Nahor. Serug, after he died Nahor, 200 years and gave birth to, and he produced sons and daughters. Nahor, Tesha, 29 years and gave birth to Tarach. Nahor, after he died Tarach, Tesha, Shono, at Shono, 119 and produced sons and daughters. And Terach lived 70 years, and Avraham, Nahor, Haran. These are the offspring of Terach. Terach gave birth to Avraham, Nahor, Haran. Haran really did Jodot. Haran died in Terach Aviv, in front of the Terach Aviv, Beres Melachtot, Orchestim, Orchestim. In other words, Torah says Haran died, and face of Terach Aviv, Beres Melachtot, Orchestim. Now what happened? In other words, his father Terach used to sell idol. And one day he went, and to Abraham says, okay, I take care of it. Okay, took care of it, and then he broke all of the idols and he gave the axe to one idol. Then the father came and says, what happened? He says, they were fighting together, the idols, and this broke all of the idols. Said, what? This idol cannot do anything, cannot break this. You are a liar, you are not saying the truth. He says, your ears heard what you said from your mouth, that the idol cannot do anything, because how could they create? Therefore, what did Terach do? Terach took his son Avraham and gave it to Nimrod. He said that my son is rebellious against idol. Take care of it. Made the fire, and said, I put in fire. Then they asked Haran, what do you want to do? Haran is the father of Lot and the father of Sarah and Milcah. Haran brought history. And Haran said, okay, I see and watch and explore. If Abraham goes in the fire and got saved, I'm Abraham. If not, no. Abraham went and got saved. And he said, okay, I want to go also. He went and he died. Because you cannot give over your soul to HaKadosh Baruch Hu when you make sure that you are staying alive. If you give over for Hashem, Hashem saves you. But it would have said from the beginning. The Haran died in front of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now, in the Haggadah, we learn that Obed Avodah Torah, Yahavotenu. Our forefathers were Avodah Torah. Who is that? Terach. Terach is our forefather. And Haggadah we said. Now, what makes Terach to be our forefather? If you notice, not every female, all of the male are from Abraham is from Yaakov. But all of the females are from Terach. Terach is the father. If you notice, you see it in the chapter that we based, all of the ladies are from Terach. Therefore, the father, physical father of the Chal Yisrael are Terach. What type of ingredient Terach had to be Zoche, to be the father of Chal Yisrael, right? What did he do to be Zoche, to be the father of Chal Yisrael? If you see in the chart, you see that Abraham just produced, what did Abraham produce? Only the Esau Yaakov. But the daughters, everybody is from, who are the daughters from? The daughters are from Terach. Everybody is from Terach. Terach was Zoche to be the father, biological father of Chal Yisrael, even ladies. Sarah, Rivka, Leah, Rachel, all is from Terach. Now, what was the ingredient that Terach had? What was the bricks that Terach had? Do you know what did he have? The only thing that you know about Terach is giving over Abraham to Nimrod. What did Terach do? Terach was committed to Avodah Torah. That commitment makes it. The ingredients that makes Chal Yisrael to Chal Yisrael is a commitment. Terach had such a great commitment that he gave over his son. Avraham had that commitment and did the 10th Nisayon. He gave over his son for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That commitment came from Terach. Terach used it for Avodah Zarah, but Avraham used it in the right way. What's the ingredient that makes the Hal Yisrael is commitment? If you don't have commitment and dedication, that doesn't work. What's the magic of being part of Hal Yisrael commitment? They took them all of the suffering, they bothered them, they annoyed them, all of the Holocaust, everything, but they didn't give up. HaKadosh Baruch Hu Hashem. That commitment makes Hal Yisrael. And we got it from Terach or Forbade. Abraham took Noach. Abraham and Noach took for them their wives. Shem Eshet Abraham Sarai, Shem Eshet Noach Milka. Bataran, father of Noach, father of Iska. Iska, Su Sarah. And Shem Shesoch Ibrahim was a lady. What lady needs? Iska comes from Soche, perspective. Soche Ibrahim. What requires a mother of Hal Yisrael, a lady to be lady? Perspective. If the perspective is style, what type of style is in the market, what type of things, that goes materialistic. If the skis to see Ruach HaKodesh. He has the best house, he sees Ruach HaKodesh. The best style, he sees Ruach HaKodesh. What Sarah is called Iska, what made Sarah special? Soche. Soche means, Iske means perspective, means looking at, gazing. What does she gaze in life? She gazed in life Ruach HaKodesh. Once that, then she builds up everything. Style, materialistic. Therefore, what's so important about the lady? Torah says, Iska Soche. But Sarah was barren, and Labela didn't have children. Terach took Abraham, his son, and Lot ben Aram Beno, with Sarah and Kalato, and Sarah, daughter-in-law, that was wife of Abraham Beno, and they came out from Urkastim to go to Canaan, and they came to Haran, and Terach, and all of the days of Terach was 5,200 Shana, 205 years. And Terach died. Terach didn't die before Lech Lecha. Died after. But since it should not be disgracing for Abraham that he left his old father and left, Torah says, Terach before. Shabbat Shalom.